Okay, first thing I'm going to do before we remove it is put some flux, light flux here, because that's the dielectric on there, it's going to be difficult, to remove the solder. A bit of solder on here first as well. I don't want to take it. Look, the whole track's come away with that. It's just because it's rotten. So we'll have to now, if you look, I've removed it. This is why I wanted to use the flux, but it's not going to. You can see there, it's taken the track away. It's lifted with it. That's purely because of this. What's leaked out. It's very corrosive and it dissolves and it attacks copper. Okay, well, the next thing to do is we'll give it a clean up and see what we're going to have to deal with. Yeah, this stuff, you can just see what it's even taken the lacquer off the board. Look, it's nasty old stuff, and it's the same with backup batteries. Are the same. I mean, when they sort of give up the ghost and start leaking, they generally destroy the electronics around them. Okay, I'm just going to give that a rinse and then dry it off. Now, if we look, you can see it's nasty old stuff. This rail here has not been making connection properly. This is the TX-8. And you key up, obviously, it switches the rail to an 8 volts positive. Part of the switching. Now that through hole has it's got a problem, so we can patch that up. What I'm going to do with this, because it's still, you can see it's still corrosion's there, even though we've used the isopropyl, it hasn't removed it. What I'm going to use is a fibre pen. Now, I don't know if you've seen one of these before. Word of warning, if you use one, don't do it over your lap, because the fibres come off. Obviously these are fiberglass particles, and you'll be itching like anything. So something to bear in mind. But they're very abrasive, and it's good at cleaning the tracks. I'll do this in an angle so you can see. Okay, well that's cleaned it off. Now we've got bare copper there. If you leave clean bare copper, the oxygen, it'll go oxidise. So before we finish, I will be tinning those with the iron. And with this through hole, I'm just going to put a little bit of copper through there and solder it both sides. Okay, we're going to repair the through hole. It's these two here. This one, well, this is the one that's got the problems, but that's had the dielectric on it as well, so I'm going to do it just to cover all bases. The way to do it is just to drive a piece of copper wire through it. Now I'm just literally got a resistor. As you see, they won't go through. Well, that one does, but it's a bit tricky. Let's have a look at this one. That one won't. It's an easy way of doing this. The one here doesn't go through. Do is solder on it. Go through, and that one I think's done. Solder it this side. Here we go. Straighten those up. You solder it on the underside. Those off. Now I'm just going to tin this with the soldering iron. Okay, well now we're going to have to fit another capacitor. The capacitor is just a 47 microfarad 16 volt electrolytic. There's nothing special about it. It's just smoothing for this regulator, and that's the positive rail there. See where it was connected. I can't fit another surface mount device on there simply because I've got nowhere to mount it. There's no tracks, so I'm just going to use a conventional through hole capacitor, 47 microfarads. This one's at 25 volts. The other one was rated at 16, but this will be fine. I'll mount it here. Obviously this section here is the the negative, and this is the positive. Okay, I'm going to do is put a little dollop of hot melt glue on the side. It just stops it moving, holds it still. For vibrations. I mean, they're not the sort of radio that use for mobile operation, but that will hold it still. Once that sets off, I'll give the board a clean and just have a quick inspection, but I think everything's going to be okay. Okay, well, we're back at the TS-850S. I've actually gone through it. It's nice. It doesn't need any alignment. It's on frequency. It's doing what it should be doing. Now, everything's functioning correctly on it. The only thing I've noticed that the display isn't as bright as it should be. It's only a tad dim. You know, the dimmer still works. But you could do with there's a very well documented fault with these, and I'm just going to, there's a capacitor needs changes, so I'm going to change it anyway on the display board. They're nice to work on, these radios. They're easy to take apart. You know, they're a beautifully made radio. I know. I do sing the praises of these radios because they are good. Okay, well, we'll get the front off and we'll get into the display board, and we'll have a look. Well, we've got this is the display board, basically utilised as a cold cathode display, which I quite like the look of. I think they're really good. That's the little inverter unit. They're really reliable, these things, so they're not really they don't really go wrong. Looking at it now, we've got it out. This is quite dirty. There's a lot of dirt on here, and if we actually look on the inside of the window, if you can see that, it's absolutely filthy. So I think most of the problem with it being a little bit dim is just literally due to it being dirty. You know, look at that. That's if you can see this, it's just dust. Okay, well, I'll give it a clean out and we'll just take a quick look at this board as well. Well, I've taken a look at the display board. It's in good condition. There isn't any problems. The caps are okay. Getting good continuity through these rails, the power rails. That's a very well documented problem with them. But through the through holes, it's fine. It's good. I think the only reason it was a little on the dim side was, as I said before, was the build-up of dust over because it was quite thick. And also I've cleaned this, and I've cleaned the inside of the the front panel there. So, well, the thing to do is put it back together and see how it goes. Incidentally, when I did take it apart, I did notice that's the headphone jack, and it's fractured along here, so I should be able to find another one of those